Bucket naked.
Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes up right now.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JLerone Presents. I am your host, JLerone. We have some Corey Holcomb here. He's going to be talking about the incident that happened, I think, a couple of weeks ago with Marvin Sapp. Pretty much, I ain't gonna say locking the congregation in, but you know, he did strong arm them into giving up some money. Told them to close the doors, saying that he needs to get 40,000. You know, he said he had 1,000 in house, 1,000 online, and yeah, he needed $20 from each of them. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this real quick, man. I know a lot of people got their own views about this. You know, Sapp tried to clean it up, said that it wasn't for him, it was for the church that they were involved with in some conference about a year ago. I think it happened in August or September of 2024. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into it and hear Corey Holcomb's views on it. If you haven't, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, share it. That helps the channel grow. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Fair use, fair use.
150. I'm Corey Holcomb, Darlene OGOT's, Craig Facts in the house. I tried not to say nothing, but I gotta say something.
What now? I'm missing it. What happened? Okay.
My brother, Marvin Sapp.
Oh, no. God, this is just getting...
You talking about the 40,000?
Yes, it's like he went on Ricky Smiley's show. And I wish he wouldn't have.
Me too. Me too.
I wish he didn't go on Ricky Smiley's show. Not like I'm against Ricky Smiley's show. I'm all for Ricky Smiley's show.
Yeah.
But it was bad. It was bad.
You know Marvin Sapp?
No, but I bought every one of his albums he ever put out. I listened to his music.
Right?
Yes.
Well, he's saying
he
that's
dope.
where he gets all his money.
I listened to the music. But you heard what D just said. Say that again, D.
Well, he's saying that that's where he gets all his money, really, because he is a multi-million selling recording artist.
I know that you didn't probably watch the interview on Ricky Smiley, right?
No, I need to, yeah.
He went on there. I'm talking about my brother, Marvin Sapp, went on there with wordplay. And it was so, I was like, oh my God,
That he
stop.
did.
Okay, so we all know that, you know, damn, how can I say this other than just be straight up? Pulpit pimping is a way of life in America. Do we disagree with this? Anybody?
Sadly, not at all.
Pulpit pimping. It goes on in America where preachers know how to work the congregation out of more than they probably would naturally give? Is that fair? Because I'm not trying to say nothing that ain't right.
Right.
Preachers know how to work you out of more than what you would normally give out your pocket. They feel like you owe this in the name of the Lord.
You know the Bible says there's 5 ways that they're allowed to make money.
Do you know them?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the 5 ways they're allowed to make money before I go deeper into this?
Leviticus 27:30 through Malachi 3 verse 10 basically says through tithes and offering. That's number one. Number 2 is ministry support. In the New Testament, Paul discusses the concept of providing financial support for those who preach the gospel. You can also look that up, Corinthians 9:14.
That's right.
Also, gifting. The Bible allows for individuals to give gifts to church leaders as a form of appreciation and support. That's outlined in 1 Timothy 5, verses 17 through 18. And then ministry-related work is number 4. Basically engaging in ministry-related work such as writing, teaching, or counseling. So I believe the albums will go into that. Mm-hmm. And then labor in the church. Preachers may receive financial support for their work within the church, such as pastoral care, administration, or roles that contribute to the functionality of a church.
All what you said are ways to justify preachers asking for something. But this is what I'm saying. In this case that was caught on video, the brother aggressively said what he want from people.
And he had a reason.
Am I lying?
No, you're not. And he had to, well, I would say excuse.
He aggressively said what he want from people. The first thing he did on Ricky Smiley that I was like, oh, you word playing, homie, was when the man said, shut the doors. And he said, in fact, the last 2 went like this: close the doors. Close the doors. And I was like, whoa, okay. And he act like, I'm just saying, they downplayed what they did. Listen, if you are the pastor at a church and people want the respect of the pastor, your influence over the people is strong. So he also said, y'all ain't going nowhere after this but to a restaurant or something. Okay, yeah, that's what he said. I'm not making this up. So he's sitting here talking to you about your paper.
Yeah, what you could do.
Which is why masculinity is not in the church for real.
Never would have paid it.
Right. I mean, I'll be like, oh, so your door closed? So what that mean, I can't get out this motherfucker? Right. But I'm just saying, that's why there ain't a lot of masculinity in the church.
Women fall for that.
But what I'm saying to you is this. When you go on there and you say shut the doors, why you can't just say close the doors? It's the same thing. You meant the same thing. And okay, you act like it ain't literally like you locked in there. Okay, they want the respect of the pastor. So there are a large number of people. I ain't gonna even tell you what he told the people who was sitting upstairs. He basically told them, this the VIP, y'all gotta pay more. Yeah. That's what he said to the people.
He explained it. Yeah,
this VIP, y'all, I want 20 from these peons. Y'all got the 100.
Yep, $100 seats up there.
The point I'm trying to make, why go on Ricky Smiley and make yourself look stupid and not say exactly what you doing? If you a preacher, why can't you stand on who you are?
You know that can be considered kidnapping, right? If you shut a door and you
close the doors,
that could be considered kidnapping, especially given the circumstances of what you're demanding money.
Mm-hmm. Before they
somebody could have pressed. I ain't gonna.
Let me tell you something, man. People do stuff like that, right. Press charges over stuff like that. Right. But I ain't gonna lie. I hope that don't come to that. But what I'm saying is, I have always been influenced by Marvin Sapp's music.
He's a great musician. Yeah, great. Yeah.
But one day I saw something like this. This ain't the first time I've seen a video of him doing this.
Okay. Wow.
Not that exactly same way, but the money hustle at church. Right. This is another thing he said. The money don't go to him. Homie, we don't do shit for free in this world. Shit we do comes with blessings. So don't say some money don't go to you, man. You in the church hustle, man. I'm a preacher. I give my show to the people. This is my church. I am here preaching to the people, and I give it to them. When they give donations, I love it. It helps me. It helps me. My main donations come from when I go out and speak. Some people say I'm a comedian. I love that too. But I am spreading the word as I am out there doing what I do. And that's why I get my main donations from the people when they donate to come see me. And I appreciate it. I don't have to pressure the people into coming up out of something. When they come up out of something, I love it. There's people who's giving in the super chat and all that. And
Purchase
I'm not finna be
clothing.
like,
Yeah.
I'm not finna tell you what it costs yet. I mean, I'm planning on
Thank you,
having
Douglas.
my website cracking where I'm going to ask people for a $5 a month donation because I'm trying to be my own producer of much higher content. I can go do the little skits that cost $20, $30 to put together. I'm trying to be my own producer. So when I get my website going, I'm gonna ask for a $5 a month donation. And I think a lot of people who know me as I've worked in front of the people for years might be down to donate $5 a month. So I can keep this up and not coming up out of, the donations I get where I'm never really getting over the top. I'm honest enough to say that. All you preachers who act like you ain't in this getting money, stop. If we followed you for a month, somebody might slap the shit out you.
Oh, Jesus.
Stop acting like you ain't getting paper for this. You doing this for paper. Now, some people might have the God's message in mind too.
I've seen some. I've actually seen some, right?
You want to deliver the word of God also.
In addition to.
Right. Let me get this paper, but look at the nigga behind him.
Both.
The nigga behind him look like an old enforcer.
Not he got the fingers like,
Harlem Nights, brother.
He got the grab your money fingers out right there.
Look at the nigga behind the nigga.
yeah.
The nigga behind the nigga look like he looking at somebody's ass.
Yeah, there's a lot of niggas behind niggas in this picture.
Yeah, that's a thick nigga.
While he got his pave Rolex on.
That nigga ears got bigger when he heard the $100.
Who that nigga? That nigga look like that motherfucker in Men in Black 2, who was one of the dudes who was supposed to beat up Will Smith.
Yeah, that's
That old boy Steve, he said, "Cause I'm tight." He looked just like that thing in Men in Black 2. You gotta find them goons that was going to beat up Will Smith in Men in Black 2, and he had on a hat, I think. He was like a black dude with like an old pimp hat.
The Dalai Lama's there too. Look at the Dalai Lama.
All I know is that the Dalai Lama and the guy on the right and the guy on the left, they must be related.
Hell
They got
no.
the same ears.
That looked like the brother who passed who used to sing, ooh,
Marvin Sapp looked like your boy you used to go hard on.
He was?
Sotomayor.
Why you think? Oh, man, now he gonna be thinking we talking about him. He gonna be like, oh, fuck that motherfucker up there. Now he gonna think you fucking with him, man. That's why. But anyway.
But you know that sweat all in Marvin's chest, right?
I want these preachers to start being accountable for who they really are. Stop acting like you're all good with no hustle. Hustle is part of the game. Hustle is part of the game. You want to boss out in God's name. And when you act like you're not doing this to boss out in God's name, you really bring you bring shame to yourself. Tell the truth.
Is it fair to say, because I don't know about his, how would you say his typical everyday speaking voice, but it sounded like some PR person got to him or something, because when he was speaking on the show, Ricky Smiley,
He sounded like one of them funeral directors.
he was so timid. Like,
You know, have you ever talked to a funeral director before they get your money?
See?
Well, as the transition happens, we're about to woo.
That's how he was speaking. So I'm sorry.
But how was he speaking at the church? Close the doors.
What kind of watch is that? Is that a Rollie?
Yeah.
That's a $40,000 watch.
Yeah, that's where all the money going.
Man, did y'all find that character in Men in Black too? Y'all finna make, man, cause that dude right there with the ears.
Yeah.
Both of them.
he
That guy
look-
got the ears too. I think they're related. Oh
Look,
my God!
Don't he look like him in Men in Black too?
Damn.
Not the
You know, I know
dog
the
looking
one
thing. That, you see what I'm saying? Can you see the resemblance?
Yeah, he do look like Corey.
God, you be funny.
That motherfucker got
man.
All he need is the hat on.
Damn.
movie memory.
He look just like him to me.
Man.
All
Damn.
I'm saying. Hell
Oh my
no.
God.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah, that was. I don't know.
It's gonna be a 79 Coupe de Ville Cadillac pull up here tonight. Trying to,
man, you telling me that ain't dude? That's the same person, man.
I cannot.
That's him.
yeah, that is.
Oh my God.
He up there off a Red Devil.
Right.
Mother-
Man,
Two
Joe.
Red Devils.
But did it sound? So I wasn't by myself on that. That it did sound like he was, as a therapist, was like gaslighting the people on that show. I mean, he gave a lot of different excuses for reasons on why that happened. First of all, of course, he said if you weren't really following the story, first thing out of his mouth was that this was a year. It was last year.
Yeah, it was last year,
Last
so
year.
that makes a difference.
Ain't that what Wolf's supposed to do to the sheep?
There you go. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Craig, will you say it again?
It is.
God damn.
Yep.
Yeah, man, ain't that what the wolf's supposed to do to the sheep? He hunting, man. You in there to be hunting.
These people are our food.
Yeah,
But when
man.
he did, though, the one thing he did give up was when he said that people are changing the narrative and putting this story out here about him. Yes, I admit my tone could have been different. That's what when he
Is
said
that what he said? His
He
tone.
he said his tone. He said, "Okay."
Yeah, I know. I
that's
remember
the
that
one thing,
part.
That's the one thing that he.
It
did
wasn't
admit.
your tone that was alarming. It's your cockiness. Right. Amongst the people he was talking to. You can't demand nothing like that. You're supposed to have it like that with the people.
He owed
not
one.
closed doors.
He owed one of them niggas money behind him. That's why he good.
Well, it's the nigga with the pinstripe suit on.
Yeah, that nigga's there collecting. He ain't
Is
no
his
member.
hair wrinkled at the top, or is that hair?
Old. Oh, please
No,
don't
that's
tell-
he ain't got no hair.
I think it's light reflection. I hope.
Is that what it is?
I hope
Cold
it's
world.
not. Yeah.
yeah, that's,
Somebody say it was closing the door. That's right. That's pimping, homie.
Right.
Close that door. Bitch, who you talking to?
yeah.
You better get my money. Same thing. You think it's a difference between what I just said versus what he did? It's not.
I'm trying to think of other things. Oh, and then he did say that it didn't happen at his church.
Oh, it didn't happen at your
you
church. So
remember
you
that,
at
right?
other churches
No,
doing
he
that?
said
They must have owed him some money.
it's their whole get down. It's like the conglomerate of all the churches together. Their organization is what he said. What didn't happen at his physical church? So just so you know.
He was on the road.
He was on the road hustling.
and wait, though,
That's
and
the
that-
promoter
wait,
thing.
And they asked him to do the.
So they asked him to do the tithes.
That's what he said. They asked him.
And he
on
went
the
up
spot.
there because you know what they do after it's over.
What? Chop
They
it
go
up.
back there and split it.
Got them
Go back-
cake ass motherfuckers.
go
Get
back
them
there and
soft
split it
ass
up.
motherfuckers. Get up to the Lord. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying?
He
You
be in
ain't
the
got
deacon
to,
room doing the splits, counting the money and shit.
brother. What you did was called pimping, homie. That's pimping. Close the door. Give me mine. That's what you
Pulpit.
did. Close the door. Give me mine.
Pulpit pimping.
So anybody can make it sound like they want to make it sound. We saw it and we recognize game like that, man.
You know what it be too though? It's competition. I bet you them preachers be like, nigga, I bet you I get more out of them today than you. I got 30,000 last week.
Well, you know, I know this for a fact. I just don't like putting them all on blast because I'm a preacher. But I'm not finna try to tell nobody nothing about, look, you can't. I've seen people with internet shows get mad at how much money people donate. Like, man, I'm doing this and you only giving me that and all like that. And I used to look. I used to be like, oh, this motherfucker think he deserves something more than what people, it's a donation.
Right.
Are you charging for this show? Because if you charge for your show, I don't think people will watch your show.
Right.
You ask for donations to keep up the show. Well, I'm saying if you want to make some money, then charge for your show. If you that bad motherfucker, huh? Charge for it. And let's see how much you get. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look. I'm going to ask a $5 donation a month when I get my website cracking, and
But yeah, that's pretty much it. But like I said, Corey got a point. It's okay. Like I said, we all been in church. Everybody, I ain't say we all, but people that's been in church know tithes and offering. You give what you can. But a lot of people, a lot of these pastors take it too far. They take shit too far, like Marvin Sapp did, right? You know, the fact that he was counting the heads. You know, I got 1,000 online. I have 1,000 here in person, and I need $20 from each of y'all. You know what I'm saying? He's counting the heads, and then he's telling. I mean, it's the way there's a way to go about it. Marvin Sapp went about it the wrong way. Now, if you're just saying tithes and offering, give what you can. You know, we appreciate 20, but if you can't, then, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But to say close the doors and then tell people, well, you ain't going nowhere but to eat after this, you know, and you're kind of like, it was like he was demanding, you know, I need $20 from you. You know what I'm saying? I got 1,000 here, 1,000 online, and then he was telling them, if you pay electronically, I need to see it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He was strong-arming them, basically. He was strong-arming the congregation. It don't matter that it wasn't your church. It doesn't matter that you were on the road and y'all was at some type of convention or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter that they asked you to do it. The fact of the matter is that you did it, and it's the way that you did it. You know what I mean? You don't sit up there and like I say, strong arm the congregation into giving out money. It's insulting is what it is. It's rude and it's insulting. And like Corey said, it's an air of cockiness. You was being too cocky with it, brother. And like I said, he probably don't need the money. You know what I'm saying? He sold, like I said, millions of albums. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, it's kind of like you were throwing your weight around up there. You was throwing your weight around, telling folks, hey, I need $20 from y'all. Point blank. You know, I want to see the, like I said, if you're paying by your phone, if you're paying electronically, I want to see it. You know, it's like, you know, I mean, yo, bro, you can't do that. And like Corey also said, it's too many weak men in the church nowadays. It's too many women, and the men that are in there are weak. Cause, hey, you ain't gonna tell me I gotta pay you this, or else, you know, you gonna close the doors. You know what I'm saying? Cause me, the minute that door closed and you start talking like that, I'm gonna pull you. I'm calling your card. I'm walking out. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull your card. You know, you can't give me no fucking ultimatum, because that's pretty much kind of like what it was. You know what I'm saying? You can't give me that. You can't tell me I need to pay you 20 and you gonna close the doors. I don't care if I got it or not. I'm gonna pull your bluff. I'm gonna see what you gonna do, what you made of, right? I'm walking out. You know what I'm saying? You can, hey, stop me if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Goddamn, you put one of these locks on you and you gonna be, yeah, put one of these grips, these holes on your ass gonna be tapping out. I'm trying to tell you. But you guys, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. All right, you guys, please be good to yourselves. By all means, let's be good to one another. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Bucket naked.
I've been drinking. I've been drinking.